That boy Big T don't miss.
Bang, 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 boy, shit break. On the hard thing, out of Alabama, you can add next say.
Whoa, nah. What's the word? It's your boy, the Alabama Hitter, and you are now tuned in to Hit Squad TV. Off the rip, I need y'all to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell on the side to be notified on each and every time we decide to slide that way.
And today, we headed to Baton Rouge with it. Yeah, the site of the annual Boosie Bash put on once a year by Baton Rouge's own Lil Boosie. This is an event catered to showing love to Boosie's native city. But this year, there was a little bit extra going on circulating the Boosie Bash. You see, a young man by the name of Caleb Wilson suffered a horrible fate as he was pledging Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated at the campus of Southern University. And Boosie wanted to pay it forward by paying homage to this young man and creating a scholarship for him. So without further ado, we're going to get into the content. Y'all lock in with me, man. It's your boy, Hitter.
And we start with new details just out of court as bond now set for a suspect accused in the death of a Southern University student.
So investigators say 20-year-old Caleb Wilson died during a hazing incident as he was pledging for a fraternity. WDSU reporter Shay O'Connor joins us now with the latest details in the arrest of another fraternity member in the case. Shay?
Good evening to you, Stella and Gina. Yet today, a Baton Rouge judge set a bond for Caleb McCray at $100,000. He's a former Southern University student and also a member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. He's accused of playing a part in a hazing incident that contributed to the death of Caleb Wilson.
He was more than just a peer. He was more than just a friend. He was like a family member to me.
John Rhodes says he and Caleb Wilson went to Warren Easton High School. They were bandmates and traveled the world together through a musical program organized by Trombone Shorty.
We grew up in a band together. I was a crab, or so-called a newbie on the line, and he took me in as like a big brother.
Rhodes says losing Wilson has brought unimaginable pain for him and the Warren Easton community.
Every time I'm around him, just positive energy, always fun, always games. And also, he wasn't just a goofball, but he was also a leader, a brother, an example.
Caleb Wilson died as the direct result of a hazing incident where he was punched in the chest multiple times while pledging to Omega Psi Phi fraternity.
Friday, Baton Rouge police confirmed the 20-year-old engineering student and member of Southern University's Human Jukebox died as a result of a hazing ritual. Police say a group of males dropped Wilson off to a hospital, claiming he'd collapsed during a basketball game at a park. But officials say that's not the case. An arrest warrant affidavit obtained says members of the fraternity used boxing gloves to punch pledges in the chest at a warehouse in Baton Rouge, and that Wilson was punched in the chest at least 4 times before he had a seizure and became unresponsive.
We have 2 additional suspects that we are drawing up warrants for and working with their attorneys to turn themselves in later today.
Rhodes says he won't let his friend's death be in vain. He hopes this makes Greek organizations put a halt on hazing.
Adding that physical brutality is just not needed. It's not called for. You could put somebody to earn their letters another way without actually physically hitting on them.
And let me say, prayers and condolences to the family of Caleb Wilson. We're praying for you guys, and hopefully you guys can get back to some semblance of normalcy during this time of grief. Now, Boosie brings the Boosie Bash to the campus of Southern University every year. And this time, he wanted to do something different. He took to WBRZ in Baton Rouge and actually announced that he was creating a Caleb Wilson scholarship to pay homage and to keep Caleb Wilson's name alive. But like I say, a lot of times on this channel, no good deed goes unpunished. You see, this is Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This is the city where Boosie beat Death Row. This is the city where Boosie terrorized alongside Marlo Mike, the city of BR. And they ain't forgot. And this is what's come of it.
With a bombshell allegation dealing with the Boosie bash and the family of a Southern University fraternity pledge killed in a hazing incident. We first broke the news this afternoon. Attorney General Liz Murrill may seek legal action against one of the most prominent rappers to come from Baton Rouge. Little Boosie headlined Boosie Bash tonight and said some of the proceeds from the concert would go to a scholarship honoring Caleb Wilson. But his family disputes that. The AG says Boosie was using Wilson's name to promote his annual music festival. News 2's Gabby Davis has more on the actions Murrill is calling disgusting. Gabby.
Sarah Gray, the annual Boosie Bash kicked off today and was supposed to be a way to launch the Caleb Wilson Memorial Scholarship. That's what Boosie told WBRZ on Friday. Boosie did confirm he was working with the Human Jukebox and Wilson's family to honor Wilson with a scholarship. Take a listen.
You're actually working with the Human Jukebox and you're working with his family to get this scholarship going, and some of the funds are going to be from the concert are going to be going back into this scholarship, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do something special for him because, you know, this is a tragic loss.
According to the Attorney General, Wilson's parents had no idea that the event was happening. They knew Boosie had wanted to start a scholarship, but that was the furthest the conversation went. Murrill said the family's upset, saying it's victimizing them all over again. She did tell us promoters agreed to stop using Caleb's image, but says the damage is already done. The 6th annual Boosie Bash kicked off at Southern University. Boosie confirmed to WBRZ on Friday that he had plans to use the funds from Boosie Bash for a scholarship dedicated to Caleb Wilson. Wilson died in an alleged hazing incident back in February. According to Attorney General Liz Murrill, Wilson's family says they had no knowledge that their son's name and image was being used to promote the music festival.
Their understanding was that Boosie wanted to contribute and start a scholarship fund at the school and put some money towards starting a scholarship. That was the extent of the conversation that they had with him more than a week ago, and no one ever asked them or even mentioned this event, and no one ever asked them if they could use his name and image to promote the event.
But on Friday, Boosie talked with WBRZ and confirmed he was working with both Wilson's family and the Human Jukebox.
And I know that you are launching a foundation of scholarship in his name. Is that right?
Yeah, we're gonna try to do something positive because I'm grateful for his dad and all the people who made this work. But yeah, we're gonna do something special for him because, you know, that it's a life lost too short.
Murrill says she intends to take legal action for the misuse of Wilson's name for profit.
It's a dramatic misrepresentation of and misappropriation of Caleb's name and image to support a for-profit event.
We reached out to Boosie's team, who were not available for an interview. They did say they are aware of the Attorney General's statement and do have plans to respond. Murrill says her work starts Monday. She says Boosie and his team owe the family an apology.
And I think the promoters just saw an opportunity to promote the event on the backs of people who just suffered an unimaginable loss.
As for details about the Caleb Wilson Scholarship, a spokesperson for Boosie said that information is forthcoming. Sarah Gray.
Now let me say this. I understand that the family is grieving. This is a traumatic time. The wounds of this are still fresh. But we have got to be realistic about this whole situation. Boosie had been throwing his bash for years. And I absolutely do not believe that Boosie used this bash as a grounds Well, let me rephrase. I don't believe Boosie used Caleb Wilson as a grounds to sell tickets to get people in the seats, because first and foremost, artists like DaBaby and Glorilla will garner more ticket sales than Caleb Wilson could have ever garnered. Let's just be real about this situation. Now, when you really remove all emotions from it, it looks like a witch hunt by the Attorney General, and it looks like a money grab on behalf of this family. And I don't want to look at it like that, but when you take emotions out of this is exactly what it looks like, family. I mean, let's be realistic about this. Boosie's name by itself can garner enough sales. They have sold out this event every year. Boosie was trying to do a good deed. But I can say this, Boosie is a street dude. And one thing about Boosie does not do thorough business. We've seen this with TQ. We've seen this with Young Blue. And I guarantee you, if Mo3 had a sign with Lil Boosie, Mo3 would have had issue with the way Boosie does business as well. So what I'm seeing is Boosie going to these people saying that he wanted to do something for the Wilsons and not letting them know that he was going to tie this to his event. Now, was it underhanded? No. It's just not thorough business. Well, Boosie took to the internet and he let his thoughts be known. And it looks like the Boosie Bash would not only not be returning to Southern University, it may not be returning to Louisiana.
It came to me. Say, man, you know that kid just died, man. You want to do something for that kid, man, and his family. Kid just died at sudden. I'm like, of course I'll do something for him. We'll give him a 20, man. You know what I'm saying? Do a $10,000 scholarship and give him another 10 to his family when we get there. This shit is sad, bro. You know, like, all the revenue I bring to this city, all the stuff, and they just always trying to take me down. Bro, like, I might need some fluids. Nah, these people fucking with me in Louisiana. That's why I moved from now and then, bro. It might be the last of Boosie Bash. That might be the last, bro. I'm thinking taking Boosie Bash on the road, bro. Boosie Bash, Arkansas, Boosie Bash, Texas, Boosie Bash, Florida, Boosie Bash, Tennessee. These people trying to take me down, bro. I don't think I'm going to Baton Rouge no more, bro. I think that's it.
Boosie also took to the internet and had this to say about the whole situation. Basically saying, it's sad for this lawyer and family to say I promoted my event off someone's passing. My event was promoted on Eventbrite since November 14th. This incident happened a week before my event was scheduled to take place. How the F can I capitalize off someone death for a concert? That ain't me. A death of a student won't help a concert, it would hurt a concert. I was asked to help the situation, and that's what I was doing. Once I made it home, but for you all to say that y'all are taking legal action against someone who is trying to help y'all is a slap in my face and completely wrong. When keeping it real goes wrong, SMH, BR, I'm done. Another money grab. This is the ultimate betrayal, SMH. And guys, I can't disagree with Boosie on this. I really can't, because it seems like it's in poor taste. You know, do you guys not like rap music? I mean, that's the only thing that I could see that would be offensive for him telling his attendees that all proceeds will be going, well, some of the proceeds will be going toward the Caleb Wilson Foundation, but it is what it is, and this is the course of life when you're a celebrity. And Boosie said what he said, and I actually don't disagree with him. Take Boosie Bash to St. Louis, take it to Naptown, take it to ATL, take it to Birmingham, take it to the FedEx Forum. You know what I'm saying? Take it to Houston, take it to Dallas. Be appreciated by the people that actually appreciate you. Because just like you said, people die in their hometown. People are not trying to support you in your hometown. Take what I do, for instance. The majority of my support come from outside of my city, so I understand. But I just wanted to bring this to y'all because this is one situation where Boosie was actually in the right. He may have not followed through on being totally transparent, but I don't think it was malicious in him doing so. So if you're in the southern states, hey man, get ready. A Boosie badge might be touching down near you. But that's all I got for y'all today. That's my time. Salute to the hitters. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, fam. Y'all know what it is.
This has been your boy, the Alabama Hitter. And if you're still rocking with me and you're enjoying the content, hit that like button, fam. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell on the side to be notified on each and every time we decide to slide. And until the next time we decide to spin, I'm in the win. Salute to the hitters. That way. Yeah.
Yeah.